Flip through the pages.
That's exactly what happened. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rush Hour. I'm here with my boy Fleshy here on Blue. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the latest news today.
That I told you I'm sick of these hoes, and I don't wanna love anymore. So why baby girl taking her clothes off? Her Versace just lay on the floor. Don't know what I should say anymore.
Well, firstly, let's get into our top headlines today. We're gonna start with an alleged sex offender in Cape Town, a man who touches kids. Second story, we're gonna be looking at a school burying a real skeleton. Let's get to the stories. Bro, I didn't know what to say. Okay. I didn't know what to say, bro. I didn't know what to say. Okay. Let's get to the story. First story. Let's get into the burial of the skeleton. You see, yeah, this thing happened in Germany, I think. Yeah, it was Germany. We got this news off of News 24. Go read about that shit.
Yeah,
we'll leave a link.
Subscribe to their channel,
bro. We'll leave a link in the description. Yeah, apparently, man. You see, again, back in the old days, they used skeletons. You know, like for biology. You know, since like you wanted biology. Look at skeletons. So yeah, they use like actual skeletons for this shit.
Like what? From
humans? From like you?
Drawn so.
Like I don't know, man. Apparently they didn't know. They just thought it's like a biology skeleton. Like yeah, until like universities found out about this thing. Like they look at the bones and they're like, okay, that's a real human right over there.
How did they not know this?
Not like, bro.
This is a human skeleton.
Think about it. You walk in a biology class, you just see that skeleton. Hey, it's Bob, right over there.
It's Bob.
The teacher. Hey, this is Bob, guys. You know he does. This is his pelvis. This is like.
No, bro.
Yeah, it's like that, man. I don't know how these things. I honestly question myself about this thing, man. Like, are all skeletons
the
like
skeleton
this?
used in the biology lab is actually a skeleton of a person or not? How do they not know this?
Fleshy, tell me, man. Are you some bone expert right now? Can you tell between a fake one and a real one?
Nah.
Have you murdered somebody, Fleshy? No, that's the question.
Nigga,
no. The way you contest us right here.
I'm trying to understand.
You know the difference between the real and the
I'm
fake
trying to
one.
understand. How did they get to this point? Where did they get this skeleton from? And why didn't they know this is an actual person's skeleton?
Where I don't know, man.
That's cap, bro. These people, whoever teaches that class, knew where the fuck.
I mean, this happened in the olden times. Like they used these skulls like after the war, like World War II. You could imagine they took the
Okay, that chop somebody's head off.
Whoa! It doesn't
Hey,
bro.
I'm spitting facts here, bro.
School ain't ops, bro. What the heck?
I won't lie to you, bro. They took his head plus he was dead, right? World War, were the women in war?
I don't know, bro.
I don't think women were fighting in war.
Yeah,
back then. Okay, so it's okay. So they saw this dead nigga.
Yeah,
you see, they were like dead nigga.
Dead nigga. Okay.
We have a proposal for your body,
bro. You speak as if the nigga was like, okay, do whatever with my body. Nah, bro.
Never know, bro. They had to speak to the man and let him know, like, yo, we're gonna use your body. Use your body.
That's not okay.
That is weird.
That is weird. You're no better from those people in the 70s that dig up dead bodies.
They're trying to do Frankenstein things, but yeah, we're gonna use your skeleton to teach kids biology. Then
the question I have in my mind was like, was this skin there? Like, did they remove it?
They had to. If they knew there was a person's. Obviously, they won't wait until the skin starts rotting off and shit. The smell, they have to deal with the smell now.
Who dealt with that shit?
Hey, man,
who woke up in the morning and said, yeah, I'm gonna skin that nigga?
The nigga that was teaching those kids biology.
That's a committed teacher right there.
In the 80s or whatever the fuck, the 90s, the 50s, the 50s.
The 50s, man.
So yeah, man, you blame that guy. That guy is a monster.
True.
Yeah, I don't understand what.
Well,
so many great, but So he took nigga's body, right?
Yeah,
He took the nigga's body.
Sure.
So he spent days cutting this man's skin off, muscle, nerve endings, whatever the hell that is. So when it came to the brain, he flushed that shit out.
Okay.
Through.
you are a murderer, bro.
No, I'm trying to understand.
The way you explain this is like you do this on the regular, bro.
I did biology, bitch.
I'm just saying.
There was Bob in my class, bro. You saw Bob, you understood how Bob's skeleton works, you know. So yeah, man. So after all that, he cleaned the skeleton to a point where it's so white that you wouldn't even ask yourself, like, is that a real skeleton or a plastic skeleton?
Yeah, basically.
Nah, that man is a monster. That man is dangerous. He is a murderer. He's probably who's that guy that was killing people in Britain?
Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, he's probably Jack the Ripper's mentor, bro. Because honestly speaking, this makes no sense.
Jack the Ripper. Okay.
It makes no sense.
Well, speaking about monsters, let's go to Cape Town, South Africa. You know what?
Cape Town, South Africa.
Yeah, man.
South Africa, what have we become?
Okay, let me explain the story, guys. It started off as like, okay, they were a married couple. It's what is the name? Marius or something?
Marius.
Yeah, it was Marius and that guy. I'm sorry, guys.
Call that nigga
I don't know their name. I forgot
you don't know
it.
that nigga,
yeah,
bro.
okay. They started a crèche together, you see, guys. So yeah, apparently this Mandem took the toddlers. Yeah, apparently he seized the toddlers, you know, guys.
Seized as if they were property or some shit like
that. Yeah, he seized the toddlers and sexually assaulted these kids, bro. Like, in your mind, what happens in your head, man? To even get to that point, like, you look at a 3-year-old. Let me just say, the toddlers were between 2 and 5 years old, guys. Like, honestly, man, how you get through that shit? Mandem, like, touched kids, bro.
This man is dangerous. He's a monster. He's a nonce. He deserves to be in jail, bro.
What are you Googling?
I'm Googling how old, the category of toddlers. Like, what age, you know? Yeah.
It's still fucked up.
What age is a toddler?
Mandem.
Between the ages of 1 and 3.
Damn.
This nigga looked at a 1 to 3-year-old and thought to himself, damn, I want that. That's weird.
That guy is messed up on
That's
some
weird.
different levels, guys.
This man is a nonce. He deserves to be in jail.
Nah, he deserves to be decapitated, bro. Like, what happens in your mind? Like, honestly, when you see this guy, he let me just say, man, you take your child to crèche, bro. You expect these people, like, to safeguard your child. Yeah. Then you hear these stories of like, yeah, this man was touching kids. Like, what do you think, man? As a parent, what would you go to for a sheep?
Damn, son. I'll kick his ass.
Honestly speaking, I don't disagree, man.
Kick his ass, bro. You paga to that motherfucker. We gonna murder that nigga.
Wow. You gonna hit her with a necklace.
To murder that nigga.
Okay.
Bruh, he deserves to get hit with sticks, stones, boulders, hit with a car.
Yeah, we do not condone pedophilia. Fuck.
Pedophilia.
Yes. I don't know English. Yeah.
Reload the team. Pedophilia.
Yo, bro. Fuck you, bro.
Pedophilia. What the fuck?
I'm gonna share you. I'm gonna share you. You're gonna be one of those skeletons in the story, bro. Fuck you, man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we do not condone such acts, bro. Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah,
He touched boys and girls, bro. This man had no preference at all, bro.
Like, honestly, I want to understand this, man.
You can't understand him, man. That's weird.
Like, you gotta understand your enemy here, man. Like this person, man. It doesn't make any sense.
This man was looking at a 1 to 3-year-old boy or girl and thought to himself, yeah.
Man, how did this guy sleep at night? That's my question.
He slept like a baby. He's been doing it for years, bro.
Bruh. This apparently happened in the 80s up until the 2010s, guys. Like,
What?
yeah.
How many years are those, bro? That's a lot of years.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, this guy allegedly touched kids. Like, he was never arrested somehow. Like, I don't understand how.
Wait, so they knew? They knew
I think
beforehand
so.
that, yo, this
so.
man done touches kids sometimes. Nah, how does this work, sir? Nah.
After hearing such stories, how do you take your kid there?
Nah, you don't take your kid there anyway, bro. You must escape. Why bring your child to such an environment, bro? That's unsafe.
Sometimes, man, as people, we don't think about these things, you know. Yeah, but you know, when you got to check out your crèches nowadays, like look up
background check that.
Yeah, man.
Background check them.
Man, I feel like as a parent, man, I can't trust any of these folks, bro.
Yeah.
Like a couple of years ago, that story that happened in Spur where that white dude touched that kid.
Wasn't it KFC?
Nah, it was a Spur, bro.
Could have sworn it was a KFC.
Nah, bro, you're on some few things.
McDonald's.
Nah, you crazy, bro. Yeah, they touched some kid at Spur a couple of years ago. You can read that story online if it's still there, but yeah, you can't trust it, man. Like you trust your kid. Okay, I'm taking my kid to the toilet. The kid said, yeah, I'm going to the toilet. Yeah, okay, it's just a toilet. Like it's a public restaurant. Why would you think?
That walk with that child.
No, man, the parents were like, okay, that kid has been gone for 2 hours. How about who's that are like they find that? Man, them touching kid. Man, I saw. Yeah. That is fucked up, man.
South Africa, man. Nah, you don't say it's South Africa. It's the niggas, bro. The niggas are the problem.
Bro, we have a problem in South Africa. What's a rape stat? 90 what?
Stat. 91. Are we larger than Brazil?
Fuck yeah, we're bigger than Brazil. That tells you something.
Rape?
Yeah, man.
What the hell? I said South. What's up with this autocorrect, bro? Oh my god.
Oh no, bro.
Oh, you went this off. South Africa. Wait, what?
Statistics. 30%. Man, why
this is Wikipedia. It's not giving me anything.
Oh no, bro.
What country has the highest rape statistics? What the hell? Bro, we're number what? 4? We're behind Lesotho, Australia, and number 1 is Botswana.
Okay, yeah, that tells you something. We're in the top 5 on this shit.
Bro, this is
I don't want to be part of no top 5 of rapist guys. Like, no, bro. Gotta stop raping. Stop it.
Keep your dick in your pants, motherfucker.
Man, you know what? Yeah, on that end, we're gonna end the show. So yeah, man, comment, like, and subscribe if you want to learn more about news that's happening around the world.
And in the comment section, give us your perspective about things. So yeah, man, comment, like, subscribe. We'll be back. But yeah, these niggas are nonsense.
Yes, bro.
They deserve to be in prison for years, their dicks chopped off. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, man. Catch our another episode on this. We're gonna be releasing another episode on this on Unsanctioned. Should the death penalty come back? Thank you.
Ballin' with my boys, don't care if you annoyed. This ain't what you thought it was. This ain't a first discussion. Barely ask with no cost. Never taking no loss. I don't care for what it costs. All the shit I dealt with, I just put it